Tired of being the workhorse while others chill, so I let my laptop accidentally brick itself during BIOS update. I work at one of those call centers where they track your bathroom breaks. You know the type, the place where they act like we're robots instead of humans. But here's the thing that really gets me mad, the favorite system they got going on. Every single day, I watch the same 4 people get what they call non-call aux status. Basically means they don't have to take calls. They just sit there scrolling TikTok, taking long walks around the office, or pretending to file papers. Meanwhile, the rest of us, we're glued to our headsets taking back-to-back angry customers with 0 breaks. Last month I counted. These same people got 15 days of work from home while I got 2. They leave early for training that doesn't exist. They take hour-long lunches while we get 30 minutes. The worst part? Management acts like we don't notice. And don't get me started on the stupid rules. We can't wear flip-flops during rainy season. So when it pours outside and your shoes get soaked walking from the parking lot, too bad. Sit there in wet socks all day. But then they send emails about staying comfortable during weather challenges. The irony makes me sick. 2 days ago, my work laptop started asking for a BIOS update. For anyone who doesn't know, BIOS is like the basic brain of your computer. If you mess up that update, the whole thing becomes useless. Won't turn on, won't do anything, just dead. I knew this. I also knew that if it happened, it would have to take it away and give me a new one, which means no calls for days while they figure it out. So when that update started, I waited about 30 seconds. Then I held the power button down until it shut off. The screen went black. I did it again when it tried to restart, and once more for good measure. When I pressed the power button after that, nothing. Just a black screen with some error text I pretended not to understand. I walked over to my team lead looking all confused. Hey, my laptop's doing something weird. It asked for some update and now it won't turn on. She tried a few buttons, unplugged it, plugged it back in. Nothing worked. I'll have to send this to a T. Might take a few days to get you a replacement. Oh no, I said, trying not to smile. What should I do until then? I guess you'll have to do non-phone work, file some papers or something. So now I'm sitting here, 3 days later, organizing papers that don't need organizing, walking around the office, taking actual full lunch breaks. Meanwhile, my laptop is probably sitting in some IT graveyard waiting to be wiped clean. The funny thing? Yesterday, one of the favorites asked me why I looked so relaxed. I just shrugged and said my computer broke. She rolled her eyes like I was lucky. If only she knew how lucky I made myself. But here's where it gets interesting. This morning, my manager pulled me aside. Apparently, IT told her that BIOS updates don't usually fail unless they're interrupted. She asked if I remembered doing anything weird during the update. I gave her my best confused face. I don't really know much about computers. I just clicked yes when it asked and then it broke. She stared at me for a long moment. I could tell she suspected something but couldn't prove it. Finally, she said, well, we should have your replacement tomorrow. Try to be more careful with the new one. Of course, I said. I'll be super careful. Tomorrow, I go back to the phones. Back to the endless calls and wet socks and watching favorites get special treatment. But for 3 whole days, I got to breathe. I got to feel human again.